Hey, how you doing? My name is Sev and welcome to a basic guide on curse immunity. So with the recent changes to the flasks, you can't really just spam them and because charges you get were reduced. So now it's time for us to find other ways of getting curse immunity. Alright, so there's a couple of sources of curse immunity in the game. I want to make this video real fast. One of them is obviously flasks. It gives you immunity for 4 seconds after activation, but flask reduction charges reduction messed it up, so I don't really rely on that. Then we have Kikazaru, 40% reduced effect of curses on you. Cheap ass ring, you can just buy it, use it. Next we have Soul of Yugul. If you get a divine vessel, shove it into a map somewhere. You can just type it into the atlas, I think. Where is it? Let me see, damn it. What's your name? Varesh. Where are you, friend? Alright, so this is Terrace. If you kill the Terrace boss, map boss, with a divine vessel, which is over here, I don't have one, it will give you this Pantheon passive that'll reduce the effect of curses on you. Next, you also have these nodes over here. 5%, 5%, 10%, plus 20% if you're on consecrated ground. So if you're using an Inquisitor and you're constantly on consecrated ground, you're immune to, well, you have like 40%, 30, yeah, that's 40% curse reduction, curse effect reduction. Next, let me see. Alright, Shaper Rings. This is probably one of the better ways of getting curse reduction, curse effect reduction. You shove a bunch of caster catalysts on it, and it'll give you an additional 5% on a max roll. This is a tier 1 roll for reduced cursed effect. Goes from 30 to 35, increase to 40 if you do have the catalyst, up to 20. You can also get a bunch of other good stats on the Shaper / Crusader ring, so yeah, keep that in mind. In any case, that in combination should give you all you need. So that's 20, that's 35, so that's 55, that's 40, that's 95. I don't care about the additional 5% on my character because it doesn't really matter for me. But I can just get this node over here and I'll be curse immune completely. Why do we need curse immunity? Well, obviously it's a defensive layer. The whole point about curses is if you're using a build like mine that uses a soul mantle, you inflict a random hex on you when your totems die. So it's not just when your totem moves on into the afterlife after its duration has ended, because that counts as death as well. But also if you keep spamming them, as you can see on my left corner, I have like 9 curses over there that just built up over the span of like 2 seconds, right? So if you're building, or rather if you're using a build with a soul mantle that gives you +1 additional summon totem, you absolutely must have curse immunity. So yeah, but also you can turn the curse immunity, or rather the negative effect of curses, obviously, if you're immune to them, into a benefit by using a gem called Self-Flagellation. It gives you 10 to 20% increased damage per curse on you, and you can have a whole bunch of curses on you. I think I got it up to, I don't know, maybe 9 or something, probably. I think it might be 9, yeah. 8, 9 probably, depending, because they do run out, so, in any case, that'll give you what? If you have 20 times 9, I don't know how much that is. That is 180, I think, technically. Is it? Maybe. Could be. 180 increased damage, which means that if you have, let me see, come on boys, die. So I'm using a Freezing Pulse Totems build right now. The damage at the moment, let's just these 2 curses run out, is 35.8 thousand. So if I go ahead and spam a bunch of curses onto myself, alright, it goes all the way up to 50, well not 56 because I have Arcane Surge, but it goes up to 49, 50k. So yeah, you can see what the benefit of having curse immunity plus a self-flagellation, how it benefits you overall in your build. So that, I think, is pretty much it. Maybe there's some more other sources of curse immunity. Honestly, this is pretty much the most effective. The game has changed into the way that whatever it is you're doing, you have to use your Pantheon very precisely. So for example, if you're doing Cirrus, you pretty much need to have the Soul of Ralakesh, second captured Drek, Apex Hunter, Pantheon node over there. You absolutely need to have it. If you're doing a Shaper Guardian or an Elder Guardian, more specifically the Enslaver, I think, the guy that's fire that ignites you, you gotta have reduced ignite duration on you, and reduced ignite duration over here, and Anointed Flesh to have 100% reduced ignite duration so that you just don't get ignited if you want to complete the bloody thing. Yeah, there's a whole lot of things. This thing over here is going to be a lifesaver for any Witch and Inquisitor, or rather, and Templar, because, you know, Anointed Flesh in this node overall just gives you nigh elemental immunity. So yeah, that's pretty much it, boys. Enjoy the league. It's an interesting one. It's basically the devs creating a massive headache and a problem for pretty much no reason, but they're providing us the tools that actually have existed for a solid while now to combat and solve the problem for ourselves at a massive cost of damage output and clear speed. Overall, not too bad. I highly advise you take this league. If you haven't started playing it, you take it as a learning lesson for the next couple of leagues as the Flask implementation changes with the orbs. What are these? Instilling orbs and enkindling orbs. I'm pretty sure they're gonna stay for a while because they're not a bad idea. I haven't been spamming my flasks a lot. For example, I have my phasing flask when I take a savage hit, my anti-bleed flask when I bleed, my anti-freeze flask when I freeze. Fun fact, life flasks, mana flasks are not utility flasks, so you can't apply either of the instilling or enkindling orb onto them. So you can't make your flask, your life flasks heal you more at the cost of not gaining charges, okay? Just keep that in mind, as well as the mana flask. Because I wanted to make an infinite loop immunity poison flask, you know, a mana flask, because it has like 6 out of 45 charges, so I basically have like 28 seconds of poison immunity if I kept getting poisoned over and over and over again. Yeah, but that it doesn't work, so just keep that in mind. In any case, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned something. I might make some more guides in the future. Have fun. Later, guys.